If you're over 60 and your legs look like filled sausages by the evening, or if it takes you 3 tries to get out of your beloved chair, I urge you to stop everything and listen. Your body has lost more than 30% of its collagen, and the situation worsens by the day. But here's something your doctor probably didn't tell you. You can fight back using the goods that are currently sitting in your grocery store. Today, I'm going to share 10 particular foods that will help rebuild your collagen, deflate your swollen ankles, and have you moving like you did 10 years ago. And no, this is not about costly supplements or another pointless diet fad. But before we begin, I'd like to learn something from you. Where are you watching this video and what time is it now? Please share in the comments. I read each message, and it makes me feel closer to you. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and turn on the bell symbol. That way, you'll never miss another health advice designed specifically for seniors like you. Okay, I get it. You have tried everything. The compression socks feel like torture devices. The pill's side effects are worse than the problem. Everything hurts, so you can barely execute the workouts. But what if the answer has always been in your kitchen? What if specific foods could genuinely stimulate your body's collagen production, strengthen your joints from within, and naturally drain fluid buildup? Stay with me for the next 30 minutes, because what I'm going to say could change the way you feel every morning for the rest of your life. Let's begin with the undisputed champion of collagen-rich foods, bone broth. And no, I'm not talking about the usual stock you might use in soup. True bone broth is boiled for 24 to 48 hours to extract all of the collagen, glucosamine, chondroitin, and minerals from the bones. This is not some passing health fad. This is exactly what your great-grandmother was cooking when she put leftover bones in a pot and let them boil on the back of the stove. In fact, archaeological evidence indicates that humans have been producing bone broth for almost 20,000 years, using heated stones put into waterproof pouches formed of animal stomachs. What happens when you consume actual bone broth? You're taking collagen in its most bioavailable form. It does not require much effort on the part of your body to digest and absorb. The specific amino acids in bone broth, particularly glycine and proline, immediately begin healing your gut lining, which may appear unrelated to joint health. But stick with me here. A healthy stomach promotes overall food absorption, including the absorption of other joint-supporting nutrients. The University of Nebraska Medical Center discovered that bone broth has chemicals that can reduce inflammation in the respiratory system, implying that it has anti-inflammatory properties throughout the body. Furthermore, the gelatin in bone broth draws and retains water, allowing your joint cartilage to maintain its gel-like consistency. Homemade bone broth is surprisingly simple and inexpensive. Get grass-fed beef or organic chicken bones from your butcher. Then roast them in the oven at 450 degrees for 30 minutes until brown and fragrant, before transferring to a large pot or slow cooker. Cover with water. Add a splash of apple cider vinegar to assist extract the minerals and allow to simmer. The longer you cook it, the more nutrients it will release. When done and cooled, it should resemble jelly. Is that jelly-like consistency? That is pure collagen, ready to work in your body. When properly stored in mason jars in the refrigerator, one batch can last up to a week. Moving on to our second superfood, wild-caught salmon. Now, I mention wild-caught for a very essential purpose. While farm-raised salmon is nevertheless nutritious, it contains far fewer omega-3 fatty acids and astaxanthin than wild salmon. These chemicals not only promote collagen formation, but also actively protect existing collagen from degradation. Wild salmon has up to 4 times more omega-3s than farmed salmon. And astaxanthin, which gives wild salmon its deep pink color, is one of nature's most effective antioxidants. Here is something fascinating. Most people discard salmon skin. However, it is one of the fish's finest sources of collagen. Crispy salmon skin is regarded a delicacy in Japan, which has one of the world's greatest life expectancies and lowest incidences of joint degeneration. They've been onto something for centuries, and we're only now catching up in the West. Japanese restaurants frequently serve salmon skin rolls or grilled salmon skin as a standalone meal, recognizing its nutritional significance beyond taste. The omega-3s in salmon act as a natural anti-inflammatory throughout the body. EPA and DHA omega-3s, in particular, aid to inhibit the generation of inflammatory cytokines and eicosanoids, chemical messengers that promote inflammation. Inflammation is a major cause of collagen degradation and joint degeneration. When you lower inflammation, you're essentially creating a protective shell around your existing collagen while also providing your body the breathing room it requires to make more. Furthermore, salmon is high in vitamin D, which is necessary for calcium absorption and bone health. Strong bones provide stronger support for your joints, resulting in a beneficial cycle of joint health. I'd like to share a personal observation here. My own father, who is now 74, suffered from severe knee swelling for years. His doctor put him on a variety of drugs, but nothing appeared to work long-term. He started to eat salmon 3 times a week after reading about its anti-inflammatory properties. He intentionally chose wild Alaskan salmon and ate the skin. Within 6 weeks, not only had his knee swelling subsided dramatically, but he was able to resume his daily walks without pain. His doctor was astounded at his next exam and asked what he'd been doing differently. The inflammatory markers in his blood had decreased by approximately 40%. This next item may surprise you because it does not contain collagen. However, citrus fruits are very necessary for collagen formation. Oranges, grapefruits, lemons, limes, and even less common types such as kumquats and pomelos. They are all high in vitamin C, which is essential for your body's collagen production. Your body cannot correctly make collagen fibers without adequate vitamin C, regardless of how much protein you consume. Vitamin C is a cofactor for prolyl hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase, 2 enzymes required for collagen production. Without adequate vitamin C, your body's collagen production is weak and unstable, similar to trying to build a house with defective bricks. This is why sailors would catch scurvy during long trips. Without vitamin C, their bodies were unable to maintain collagen, causing their teeth to fall out and wounds to fail to heal. But citrus fruits contain more than simply vitamin C. They include bioflavonoids, mainly hesperidin and diosmin, which have been demonstrated in European studies to effectively reduce leg swelling and enhance circulation. In France, these substances are used to treat chronic venous insufficiency, which is a medical condition in which your veins struggle to return blood from your legs to your heart. What's the best strategy to maximize the benefits? Eat the entire fruit, including the white pith beneath the peel. I understand it's bitter, but that's where most of the bioflavonoids are concentrated. The pith has up to 60% more bioflavonoids than the apple meat. Try mixing orange segments and some of the pith into your morning yogurt, or squeeze fresh lemon into your drink throughout the day. One of my favorite tactics is to freeze lemon slices and mix them with water. As they thaw, their oils and chemicals gradually release, providing a consistent supply of vitamin C and bioflavonoids throughout the day. You can also zest citrus peels before eating them. The zest contains potent oils that promote overall health and may be included into salads, seafood meals, or even your morning oatmeal. Let's talk about egg whites and why they're an underappreciated secret weapon for joint health. While egg yolks are known for their vitamins and healthful fats, egg whites are virtually entirely protein, providing all of the amino acids required for collagen formation, particularly proline and glycine. 2 big egg whites offer around 6 grams of highly accessible protein, which your body can instantly utilize for tissue repair and collagen formation. Furthermore, egg whites are one of the few protein sources that are essentially fat-free, making them excellent for those who want to limit their calorie intake while still getting enough protein. What distinguishes egg whites is their amino acid makeup. They contain significant quantities of proline, which accounts for around 15% of collagen. Your body can produce some proline on its own, but as we age, this process slows substantially. By consuming egg whites on a regular basis, you provide your body with the raw elements it requires without having to work as hard to generate them from scratch. Egg whites also include a lot of lysine, another amino acid that's important for collagen production since it helps construct the crosslinks that give collagen its strength and structure. There is also something known as the biological value of protein to consider. Egg white protein has one of the greatest biological values of any food, ranking 88 out of 100, indicating that your body can use nearly all of it with minimal waste. When compared to plant proteins, which frequently lack certain amino acids or are more difficult for aging digestive systems to digest entirely, it is clear why egg whites are such an effective alternative for boosting collagen formation. Professional athletes have long known the secret, and they frequently consume egg white protein specifically for recuperation and tissue regeneration. Egg whites can be used in smoothies, made into meringues for a sweet treat that is beneficial for your joints, or just added to your morning scrambled eggs. Berries deserve their own limelight in terms of collagen protection and production. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and even less common species like goji berries and acai are all high in anthocyanins, which are potent antioxidants that protect your current collagen from free radical damage. Consider free radicals to be microscopic wrecking balls that bounce around your body, causing cell damage and the breakdown of collagen fibers. Berries' antioxidants counteract these wrecking balls before they cause damage. In fact, berries contain some of the highest ORAC, oxygen radical absorbance capacity, values of any food, with wild blueberries leading the list. But here's what's really fascinating. Berries also contain ellagic acid, a chemical that has been found in studies to help reduce collagen breakdown due to UV damage and inflammation. Even if you don't spend hours in the sun anymore, solar damage from your youth continues to degrade collagen throughout your body, not only in your skin. Ellagic acid helps to halt this continuous process. Recent research has also revealed that the polyphenols in berries can boost collagen formation at the cellular level, effectively instructing your cells to produce more of this crucial protein. Strawberries, in particular, have high levels of vitamin C. 1 cup of strawberries contains more vitamin C than an orange, providing around 150% of your daily requirements. In addition, they contain less sugar than many other fruits. This is significant because excessive blood sugar can harm collagen through glycation, a process in which sugar molecules bond to collagen fibers and cause them to stiffen and brittle. Berries also include fiber, which slows sugar absorption and prevents blood sugar spikes that promote aging. I encourage eating berries every day, but here's a money-saving option. Buy them frozen. Frozen berries are selected at their peak freshness and flash frozen, which maintains their nutrients better than fresh berries that have been carried across the country and stored for days. According to studies, frozen berries can have even more antioxidants than fresh ones because the freezing process breaks down cell walls, allowing nutrients to be absorbed more effectively. Now we'll get into leafy greens, and I'm not just talking about lettuce. I'm referring to dark, nutrient-dense greens, such as kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, spinach, and even dandelion greens. These veggies are high in chlorophyll, which has been shown in tests to stimulate the creation of procollagen, the precursor of collagen in the body. The darker the green, the more chlorophyll it has. Therefore, pale iceberg lettuce is not recommended for joint health. Leafy greens are high in vitamin K, which most people don't receive enough of. In fact, research indicates that up to 70% of adults are vitamin K insufficient. Vitamin K is essential for bone health because it helps regulate calcium in your body, ensuring that it flows to your bones and joints where it is needed rather than accumulating in your arteries, which can create issues. This is especially crucial for minimizing leg edema, since calcium deposits in blood arteries can obstruct circulation. There are 2 types of vitamin K, K1 from plants and K2 from fermented foods. Leafy greens are the best source of K1. These greens also contain a lot of magnesium, which is necessary for over 300 enzymatic activities in your body, including those that involve protein synthesis and collagen production. Magnesium insufficiency is extremely frequent in those over 60, affecting about half of all older folks, and it can appear as muscular cramps, joint stiffness, and, yes, increased swelling in the limbs. Just 1 cup of cooked Swiss chard meets around 38% of your daily magnesium requirements. The key to eating leafy greens is to pair them with a source of fat to improve absorption of fat-soluble nutrients. Sauté spinach in olive oil with garlic, add avocado to kale salad, or make a smoothie with Swiss chard and almond butter. You may also massage raw kale with olive oil and lemon juice to soften its stiff fibers, making it simpler to digest and more enjoyable to consume fresh. Garlic may seem like a weird addition to a list of collagen-boosting foods, but hear me out. Garlic is high in sulfur, which is an essential component of collagen formation. Without enough sulfur, your body cannot build or maintain collagen adequately. Sulfur also helps to produce the disulfide connections that give collagen its strength and stability. These linkages are similar to the steel reinforcements in concrete. Without them, the structure cannot hold together properly. In addition to its sulfur content, garlic has chemicals that assist regulate the enzymes involved for collagen breakdown. As we age, our bodies manufacture too many of these enzymes, notably matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs, which causes rapid collagen degradation. Garlic's organosulfur chemicals, particularly allicin, serve to keep these enzymes in check, protecting your existing collagen. Garlic extract has been demonstrated in studies to lower MMP activity by up to 30%, which dramatically slows collagen degradation. Garlic contains strong anti-inflammatory and circulation-boosting effects. It dilates blood vessels by producing hydrogen sulfide, which improves blood flow and reduces fluid pooling in the legs. According to studies, eating garlic on a regular basis can enhance circulation parameters by up to 50% for some people. Allicin also possesses natural antibacterial capabilities, which can help alleviate persistent low-grade infections that cause joint inflammation. After crushing or cutting garlic, allow it to sit for about 10 minutes before cooking. This permits the enzyme alliinase to convert alliin to allicin, which is responsible for many of garlic's health benefits. Heat can deactivate this enzyme, therefore allowing the reaction to occur first is critical. For the best results, consume 2 to 3 bulbs of garlic every day, whether roasted till sweet and creamy, minced into salad dressings, or added to your cookery. Our 8th food is often forgotten: bell peppers. Red bell peppers, in particular, have more vitamin C than nearly any other food, with 1 medium pepper delivering more than 190% of your daily needs. That's over 3 times more than an orange. However, they also contain something distinctive. Capsaicin, a carotenoid, has been proven to preserve collagen from degradation and promote its synthesis. Yellow and orange peppers are also wonderful alternatives, with each providing its own distinct combination of antioxidants. Bell peppers are also high in vitamin A, another essential mineral for collagen formation. Vitamin A regulates the genes involved in collagen formation, ensuring that the collagen generated is of good quality. It also helps with wound healing and tissue repair, both of which require collagen. 1 red bell pepper contains around 75% of your daily vitamin A requirements in the form of beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A as needed. Bell peppers are very beneficial for patients with joint problems because of their high nutrient density, low calorie count, and low sugar content. A large bell pepper contains only approximately 40 calories, but is packed with vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. This means you may consume them freely without worrying about gaining weight, which is crucial because excess weight puts additional strain on joints and can exacerbate both pain and swelling. They're also high in quercetin, a flavonoid that has been shown to decrease inflammation and maybe prevent cartilage destruction. Raw bell peppers provide the greatest vitamin C, so try mixing them into salads or eating them as a crunchy snack with hummus. If you prefer them cooked, a short stir-fry or roasting till soft will keep the majority of the nutrients. Roasting actually enhances the availability of certain carotenoids, so both raw and cooked peppers provide benefits. Try stuffing bell peppers with quinoa and ground turkey for a balanced meal that promotes joint health. Here's something that might contradict everything you've been taught about good eating. Chicken skin is actually great for your joints. Yes, the same chicken skin that diet culture has maligned for decades contains collagen in a readily absorbable and usable form. A single chicken thigh with skin contains roughly 5 or 7 grams of collagen, making it one of the most concentrated nutritional sources known. When you eat chicken with the skin, you obtain type 2 collagen, which is the same as in your joint cartilage. This is equivalent to providing your body with a blueprint for exactly what it requires to reconstruct itself. Consuming type 2 collagen has been found in studies to help reduce joint discomfort and enhance mobility in persons with osteoarthritis. The main difference is that it may help train your immune system to cease attacking your own joint tissue through a process known as oral tolerance rather than simply providing raw materials. This is especially crucial for people who have rheumatoid arthritis or other autoimmune joint disorders. Now, I'm not saying you should eat fried chicken every day, but rather roasted chicken thighs with the skin, where the fat drains out and the skin becomes crispy. That's medication disguised as comfort food. During cooking, collagen in the skin degrades into gelatin, which your body may easily absorb. In addition, fat in the skin aids in the delivery of fat-soluble vitamins, which promote joint health. The key lies in the preparation. Roasting, grilling, or baking removes extra fat while retaining the collagen-rich skin. For years, one of my clients, Robert, 71, only ate boneless, skinless chicken breast because he believed it was healthier. When he started eating chicken with the skin 3 times a week, his severe elbow pain began to fade within a month. He also stated that his hair grew thicker and his energy levels increased. Sometimes the meals we've avoided are just what our bodies require. Traditional societies have historically treasured these collagen-rich animal parts, from Chinese chicken feet to southern pork rinds, intuitively realizing what research now demonstrates. Avocados are our final collagen-boosting food, which may surprise you. While avocados do not contain collagen directly, they are high in chemicals that are necessary for collagen formation and joint health. They're high in vitamin E, which protects collagen from oxidative damage, and vitamin K, which is essential for bone health and proper calcium metabolism. One avocado meets around 20% of your daily vitamin E needs and 35% of your vitamin K requirements. But here's what makes avocados unique for folks with joint problems. They contain chemicals known as polyhydroxylated fatty alcohols, or PFAs. These are uncommon lipids that have been demonstrated to reduce inflammation in the body. In fact, these chemicals are so effective that they are being investigated as a possible treatment for osteoarthritis. When you consume an avocado, you are effectively providing your joints a natural anti-inflammatory medication. UC Davis researchers discovered that avocado extract could lower inflammatory markers by up to 40% in laboratory trials. Avocados also help your body absorb nutrients from other foods, such as fat-soluble vitamins, found in leafy greens and bell peppers. They require fat to absorb correctly, and avocados are the ideal healthy fat for this reason. Studies have shown that adding avocado to a salad can improve carotenoids absorption by up to 15 times. This means that eating avocado alongside other collagen-supporting foods maximizes their advantages. Avocado's healthful fats also help keep cell membranes intact throughout your body, particularly in your joints. Strong, flexible cell membranes result in improved nutrient transfer, more effective waste disposal, and healthier joint tissue overall. Furthermore, these fats help prevent the development of inflammatory molecules that degrade collagen and cause joint pain. Avocado's oleic acid, which accounts for over 70% of their fat content, has been found to lower inflammation markers and may even help repair cartilage damage. I recommend eating half an avocado every day. Add it to your morning eggs, mash it on whole grain toast with hemp seeds, incorporate it into smoothies for creaminess, or eat it plain with a spoon and a pinch of sea salt and lime juice. Your joints will appreciate you, and you may notice an improvement in your skin, hair, and general energy levels. You may be thinking, this is great information, but how do I incorporate all of these foods into my daily life? Allow me to offer a picture of how a collagen-boosting diet may look. Begin your morning with a cup of warm bone broth infused with freshly squeezed lemon. For breakfast, make scrambled eggs with the whites of an extra egg, sauté with garlic, and top with sliced avocado. Mid-morning, nibble on berries with a handful of nuts. For lunch, try a huge salad with mixed greens, bell peppers, and grilled chicken with the skin, drizzled with olive oil and citrus. Dinner may be wild-caught fish with sautéed spinach and roasted bell peppers. Finish your day with another cup of bone broth if desired. The beauty of this strategy is that the majority of these items are neither exotic nor expensive. You don't have to eat all 10 every day, but try to consume at least 4 or 5 each day, alternating them throughout the week. Remember that rebuilding collagen and lowering inflammation does not occur overnight. Give your body at least 6 to 8 weeks of steady eating before expecting to see noticeable results. Here's the bottom line. Swollen legs and creaky joints are not your fate. When given the proper tools, your body is still capable of healing itself. These 10 foods are not simply random healthy choices. They are specifically designed to restore collagen, reduce inflammation, and move fluid out of your legs. Begin with the foods that appeal to you the most. Maybe it's bone broth and berries this week, followed by salmon and avocados next week. Pay attention to how you feel, photograph your ankles to track swelling, and note when it becomes easier to get out of a chair. Small changes accumulate over time. You've spent decades taking care of others. Now it's time to take care of yourself, one collagen-building meal at a time. Your future self, the one that walks pain-free and doesn't need to put their feet up every night, is waiting for you to take the first step. If this video impacted your heart in any way, please let me know by liking it, sharing it with someone you care about, or leaving a comment. And if you want to continue walking this path with me, studying health, healing, and deeper living in your elderly years, be sure to subscribe and touch the bell button. Every week, I'll be right here with you, reminding everyone that we're still alive. What's on your plate today?